So where does Japan fit in all this? Japan last December, Prime Minister Abe issued his first national security strategy in which he talked lengthily about Japan's proactive contribution to peace. And it's still up to debate precisely what he tries to mean by that. But part of that element, no doubt, has something to do with Prime Minister Abe's desire to see Japan, especially self-defense forces, to play a little bit more robust role, whether that may be multinational exercises, participation in peacekeeping operations, but then more closer to home, more robust role in terms of defending the homeland of Japan from what has been debated or described as a gray zone scenario, where it's not a full-blown military conflict, but then it's still assertive enough that it really violates Japanese sovereignty on the southwestern part of Japanese island chain. But Prime Minister Abe, although he remains to be relatively popular compared to some of his predecessors, this issue is still highly politically divisive. When his cabinet came up with the decision to change policies on Japan's constitutional issues in terms of how to employ self-defense forces, almost a week leading up to the decision, there's a huge protest outside the Prime Minister's office. And that was actually, I think, widely televised. And there's actually one singular even a very strange incident where a middle-aged Japanese man tried to express his opposition and try to, burn himself up in fire. So I think there is a strong public resistance in terms of what Prime Minister Abe talks about in terms of a robust role that self-defense forces play abroad, besides humanitarian assistance and disaster relief that the self-defense force came to be really well known about. So I think it is still an open question as to how much of whether Prime Minister Abe has really a solid political support in moving Japan and the policy elements into that direction. And then I think it really remains to be seen. And how much he can do on that front is either positively or negatively affect the Japan's policy options when it comes to these operations.